inspire the people next to you. I think that's what greatness is or should be. It's not something that lives and dies with one person. It's how can you inspire a person to then in turn inspire another person that then inspires another person. And that's how you create something that I think lasts forever. And I think that's our challenge as people, is to figure out how our story can impact others and motivate them in a way to create their own greatness.
Good afternoon from New York. We're coming on the air with breaking news, very sad news to tell the sports world. The LA Times is reporting
five-time NBA champion, former league MVP Kobe Bryant.
And at least 4 other people have been killed in a helicopter crash.
Global sports icon Kobe Bryant, the 18-time NBA All-Star, won 5 championships and the 2008 MVP award with the Los Angeles Lakers, while establishing himself as one of the greatest athletes of all time. Then, on January 26, 2020, he, his daughter Gianna, and 7 others were tragically killed in a freak helicopter crash right outside of Los Angeles. He left behind his wife and 3 of their daughters. Kobe Bryant was born on August 23, 1978, in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, to Pamela and Joe Bryant. His father also played professional basketball, therefore Kobe moved around a lot. In 1984, he moved to Italy at the age of 6, where he had lived for the following 7 years. His next stop was back to Pennsylvania, where he led his high school to a state championship in 1996. That same year, he entered the NBA draft, ultimately landing at the Los Angeles Lakers, where he'd spent his entire career.
Happiness is such a, I don't really think I would describe love as happiness. I think I'd describe it as a beautiful journey. You know, it has its ups and downs, right? Whether it's in marriage, or whether it's in a career, you know, things are never perfect. But through love, you continue to persevere, and you move through them. You move through them, and then through that storm, beautiful sun emerges. Right? And inevitably, another storm comes, and guess what? You ride that one out too. So I think love is a certain determination and persistence to go through the good times and the bad times with the someone or something that you truly love.
In his second season, he became the youngest All-Star in NBA history at 19. The following year, he married the love of his life, Vanessa, who would stick by his side through the good times and the bad.
Being married to my wife Vanessa, it's fun. Man, we have a good time together. I love her tremendously. It's hard to pinpoint what exactly makes a person the one for you, but you just know. I mean, love is a funny thing. I can't explain it and I don't understand it. But all I know is, you know, she caught my heart, and I just knew that she was the one.
Kobe and his superstar center, Shaquille O'Neal, would go on to win 3 consecutive NBA championships, from 2000 to 2003. Around this time, shocking allegations began strangling Kobe's picture-perfect life, those of which were subsequently dropped. The rape accusation changed how many viewed the superstar, but it did not change what would become of his career.
I'm innocent. I didn't force her to do anything against her will. I'm innocent. I love my wife with all my heart. She's backbone. You're a blessing. You're the beats in my heart. You're the air I breathe. You're the strongest person I know. And I'm so sorry. Having to put you through this, having to put our family through this.
And you're just kind of trying to figure your way through all of this mess. And the only thing that you can do is just put one foot in front of the other and just continue to move forward. I mean, and there's nothing else you can do. I mean, there's times where it just seems like days are just endless. This is never going to end. This feeling, this dark time is just never going to be over. And I think once you go through something like that, you can't help but be different. You can't help but have a better sense of who you are.
Over the course of the following years, with the darkest of days behind him, Kobe would transcend into an international superstar. His hard work and dedication were something one could draw strength from, the type of person people were passionate about. Some of them loved him and others hated him, but when it's all said and done, we will all have to respect what he was able to accomplish for many more years still to come. In 2008, Kobe won MVP, and he carried the Lakers all the way to another championship. And then again the year after, but it would prove to be his last. He continued to play the sport he fell in love with for much of the following decade, cementing himself as one of the all-time greats, the most dominant scorer the league has ever seen. Kobe was most known for his determination and resilience. When the clock starts, you could guarantee Kobe gave it his all up until the clock stopped. It's important to ask yourself, who are you going to be remembered as when it all comes crashing down? Kobe will be remembered as the Black Mamba, a determined and unwavering soul. Despite the hardships or tasks ahead, he gave it his all every single time.
I admired him because his passion you rarely see someone who's looking and trying to improve each and every day, not just in sports, but as a parent, as a husband. I am inspired by what he's done and what he's shared with Vanessa and what he's shared with his kids. To Vanessa, Natalia, Bianca, Capri, my wife and I will keep you close in our hearts and our prayers. We will always be here for you, always. I also want to offer our condolences and support to all the families affected by this enormous tragedy. Kobe gave every last ounce of himself to whatever he was doing. After basketball, he showed a creative side to himself that I didn't think any of us knew he had. In retirement, he seemed so happy. He found new passions, and he continued to give back as a coach in his community. More importantly, he was an amazing dad, amazing husband, who dedicated himself to his family and who loved his daughters with all his heart. Kobe never left anything on the court. And I think that's what he would want for us to do. No one knows how much time we have. That's why we must live in the moment. We must enjoy the moment. We must reach and see and spend as much time as we can with our families and friends and the people that we absolutely love. To live in the moment means to enjoy each and every one that we come in contact with. When Kobe Bryant died, a piece of me died. And as I look in this arena and across the globe, a piece of you died, or else you wouldn't be here. Those are the memories that we have to live with and we learn from. I promise you, from this day forward, I will live with the memories of knowing that I had a little brother that I tried to help in every way I could. Please, rest in peace, little brother.